everybody. Give me just a moment. I want to turn the background music down just a smidge. There we go. Hope everybody had a good evening. I did. I got 2 more shinies in my playthrough of Scarlet. Just like always, they are both female. I got me a Jangmo-o, and then I got me a Bombardier. Which is actually probably one of my favorite Pokemon. Alright, that's going. I had another Poochyena outbreak today, so I might give that one a try, especially seeing how it's in a better spot than the last one was. I also had an Axew outbreak as well. I'll be going to 4,000 today. Maybe with a bit of luck I'll get this shiny today and I can start on finding one in Sword for Omanyte. Made Stella mad at me this morning. We went on our walk a little bit earlier than usual and got home, and she went outside to go potty and stuff because she always goes outside and rolls around and stuff for a couple minutes after we get back from our walk. And I got her in and said, okay, come on, time to go get your bath. She looked at me, gave me the side eye, and ran into Dad's room to hide on the other side of his bed. So I followed her in there and picked her up and sat her down on the bed for about 3 seconds so I could get a better grip on her. And she lunged towards the middle of his bed, so I had to crawl on his bed to get her off to take her and give her a bath. And poor baby, she's chilling in the living room right now though. I know she feels better. Gave her a good scrub down and washed a bunch of dirt and stuff off, because if I've been getting eat up by chiggers, she probably has been too. And I gave myself a bath earlier. And took our scrub brush to my legs and stuff. So hopefully I will be less itchy. I say this as I scratch my hand. That is one good thing about Dawn. Seriously, if you're ever feeling extra itchy or just like extra greasy and nasty, take a Dawn bath. What I used to do when I worked at a restaurant, if I came home and I felt just kind of greasy and nasty and stuff, I would take a shower and use Dawn to wash my body with. And on occasion my hair, but you gotta be a little careful about that because it will strip the moisture and stuff out of your hair. Nice. I went and cleaned this morning, and then we ran to a nearby town so Dad could buy liquor, because we're a dry county other than like stuff for margaritas. So if he wants beer or something, he's got to go the next county over. a sip of my lemonade. Come on. Stubborn thing. I watched Moxie finish most of his switch to Nuzlocke for his channel. He was doing stuff so he could do the epilogue. He was going through and battling the gym leaders and gonna do the tournament and stuff so he could do the epilogue. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning at that point in time, so I had to go to bed. Had fun. I watched a bunch of John Stone videos last night, going over him catching like all the Sinnoh legendary, all the Gen 4 shinies. So apparently I've had legendaries on the brain. I watched his new video and stuff, and had a chuckle at him hatching the Fiona egg when he went like 8 times over odds for that poor egg. Like, I went a little over odds for it, I think, but I wasn't anywhere near as over odds as he was for it. To give myself 20 streams altogether to hunt this thing, and let's go. And if I don't get it, I might just swap over to shield. I keep trying to say sword and it's coming out sick. Okay, and if I don't have this by like 20 days of hunting, I'm going to I think I'm just gonna hunt for both of them and sword. Forgive me, apparently I was having a small stroke. Had some fun last night watching like singers and music teachers and stuff react to the songs from K-pop Demon Hunters. I've done that with like hell of a boss music and stuff as well. Watched composers and like singing teachers and whatnot react to them. It's always fun. Here we go. Sorry about that. The inside of my ear itched. Come on, you don't have to give it to me right away, but please, can I have this shiny today? I'm gonna go through Cerebi and stuff at some point in time and just get shiny icons for all the Pokemon. Excuse me. Come now, my little feeler monster. One of you guys be purple, please. Excuse me. Gotta figure out dinner tonight. It's an everyday thing and I hate it. Remember being little and be like, oh, well, when I get older, I'll eat whatever I want for dinner. And while that is true to an extent, you still have to figure out what it is you want to eat. Had the fun time of waking up to the cat trying to hack up another hairball this morning. It's always a joy. Be slightly awake because he moved around enough for my brain to go, hey, the cat's up for something. And then he stops moving for 45 seconds and I'm about to go back to sleep and then he starts coughing and it's like, do not cough up another hairball on my desk. Take my desk apart one day and give it a good I say take my desk apart. When I say that I mean take my monitors and my TV and everything off and give it a good clean. It has been a few months, and I usually try to do that every 3 or 4 months. Give it a good deep clean, open up my computer and give it a light dusting just with a cloth and stuff. Sometime here in the next few months I need to make an appointment with the dude in town and get him to clean out the inside and stuff for me real good. Make sure I don't need any coolant or anything replaced. Probably gonna have to get me a new capture card here soon too, because mine's starting to be really picky about connecting. Of course, it is only like a $10-15 capture card, so it's not a $100 Elgato. It would be if I could afford one, but I can't afford one. At least not without dipping into money I don't want to dip into. I'll do that next month, actually. See how much I have left in the bank when I deposit built money here next week. I saved my extra cash for Pokemon Home subscription and Nintendo Online, but I should be able to squeeze $5 out. That should be okay. I should be safe range there. Shiny at the halfway mark? No. Dang it. You stubborn thing, be purple already. Need to put my candle up. My candle's sitting next to, on my desk because when it gets like really windy and stormy and stuff in spring, if the power shake too much, our electricity goes out sometimes. And what we always figured is a branch falling off a tree and knocking into one, and the power goes out for 2 hours or something. But we're in summer, so we're kind of to a point where I generally don't need candles that often. So I should put these back in their thing. Seeing how I moved Alex down off of it because Pin kept knocking her askew. Oh, Alex is my fruit. Check the Omanyte before this one. I know more than likely it wasn't shiny, but there's a part of my brain that is like, we did not see this one 100% clearly. We glanced away for a split second. Alright, it's fine. So you should have 47... 46. How am I one behind? Do that all the time. Oh, excuse me. Got the hiccups. It is funny though, I do have a rufflet outbreak in my for fun shiny hunting playthrough. And there's a part of me that's like, don't hunt them so you can see if you can naturally, so I can see if I can naturally keep my female Pokemon streak going. Also, if I'm not mistaken, the PM7's newest 24-hour shiny hunting world record thing, I think they broke 5,000 shinies, which is a lot. I wonder if he managed to break that personal record he was wanting to do. So I spent 45 minutes last night trying to do the stupid olive roll so I could get that one tablecloth that you can earn from it. I kept getting really close and then just failing. Trying to get the tin herba mystica the one dude will give you for having all the tablecloths so he can make chair seats or whatever it is. Had to try again for about 20-30 minutes later. I started stressing myself about doing it. It's like, why are we stressing? This is not mandatory. This is, hey, I can get 10 free herba mystica and hunt a few shinies just and not have to wait for an outbreak. I mean, I could do it without it too, but it's faster. Hi, Litten. Thank you. I'm not having very much luck so far. So every little bit of luck you guys want to wish me is appreciated. This Omanyte is kicking my butt. So Litten, did you enjoy the new trailer we got Tuesday? Do you like Mega Dragonite? Sadness. So much sadness. Come on, guys. What do you guys read for roll? I'm tired of looking at Omanyte, I say, cause like I'm not gonna go hunt more Omanyte, so I can evolve one into an Amistar after this. Hopefully, though, Omanyte will be the one that takes me the longest to revive Shiny. Hopefully Kabuto and Aerodactyl are nicer. I'm still curious to see how exactly we will do fossils in Legend ZA. If they will be an item we can find, or if they will actually have a little section of park put aside for them. I'm gonna assume for now that they're fossils we can find and probably revive. I liked it. He's cute. I like megas in general, just like for the designs and stuff. I'm not a huge mega Pokemon user. Of course, I'm not a huge gimmick user in general. But it'll be fun having a bunch of new megas to see art of and stuff. And also I think it's funny that apparently Mega Dragonite wants to beat you up quickly so the fight will be over sooner. Are you excited for all the new customization and stuff? I knew what you meant. I'm gonna have to drink me some water after I finish my glass of lemonade. I can feed every one of you guys to an Aerodactyl, dang it. Looking forward to seeing all the hairstyles and stuff, because the hair in this game looks really good. I'm hoping the Switch 1 version doesn't suffer too much from it just being the Switch 1. Of course, they've had long enough to work on it that it should be okay. Hopefully. You're gonna have to wait and see. Rearrange my feet real fast. I'm still hoping we will get Colossian Pokemon. It seems like a much smaller chance now, but you never know. Also, I am hoping that Ride Pokemon return, at least for dashing and swimming. I don't really know if we would need one for flying. I doubt they're gonna make us dig for them. It's more than likely they will be kind of like the merit point items in Legend ZA. They will probably be an item that Mabel will give you for completing tasks. Hi, Legion. Like I said, this is assuming we're not going to be able to find them somewhere out in Lumio City. I want an Alpha Tyranitar. Tyrantrum, Jesus. I know, they look so nice. That one, like, red hairstyle you see, I don't remember if you see it in the trailer or if it's just a promotional picture where it has hints of like purple and stuff in the hair. It's so nice. I'm gonna have so much fun customizing my trainer model in this game. Ooh, honey, I think you need to switch apps. But I can understand that pain. You remember the days of saving fic on like WordPad or something and having the file corrupt so you couldn't get to it? It's the most horrible thing ever. It's actually fairly cold today. I might actually have to lean over and get my blanket. That'd be kind of neat. Use Garchomp to go across buildings or something. Maybe. You never know. I'm not saying we need, like, much. Give us Go-Goat for getting around the city faster, seeing how it is already implied that Go-Goat are used as kind of a taxi service there anyways. Then give us Gyarados or something for surfing. Because there are a few waterways it looks like you'll be able to go into. And they give us something to get around the buildings. Yeah, I hate it when updates do that to apps. When they're working perfectly fine before and then all of a sudden they're just not working at all after an update. I'm hoping with the next trailer we get to see mounts. Or trailer after next, because our next trailer might be at Pokemon Worlds, and that's usually battle-oriented. I don't think we got a trailer for Legends Arceus at Worlds. We might not get one for this. Because it's very unlikely we will be doing battles in Legends ZA next year. Especially with Champions coming out. We might still get a trailer at Worlds, you never know. Oh yeah, I'm so glad alphas are returning. I'm so looking forward to starting another living alpha dex. I might have to, shiny hunt an alpha Furfrou. But also it'll go a lot smoother this time, considering I'll be starting the game with the intention of doing a living alpha dex instead of, deciding after I've beaten everything that, oh hey, this is a good idea, let's do this. Because I've watched 6 other YouTubers and Austin John Plays and everyone be like, hey, I'm making this thing. And also it came in very handy for getting shiny Enamorous and for Legends ZA's Pokedex. I had to laugh a little bit about just how huge Alpha Watchog was. He was ginormous. Because when you think of Watchog, you think, you know, he's, what is he, about almost 4 feet? So, you know, he's fairly tall. He's child-sized at least. But you don't think about him being 8 feet tall as an alpha, because double the size and being twice as wide. So it was so funny seeing that one behind the car in the little thing, and it's like, it's like, you guys got a block hitch at this thing that takes you up to the roof of this building. This thing is gonna eat one of your children. But yes, I'd been hoping alphas would return. And I knew there'd been rumors that alphas were returning, but I take every Pokemon rumor I hear with a huge grain of salt. Hopefully we'll see a bit more, a few more alphas in the next trailer as well. Which should probably be sometime next month. Because we should start getting a couple of the, like, little mini trailers they do. I want to say maybe 3 more trailers introducing new megas, and maybe possibly new regionals, maybe. I heard that there is shiny sparkles are returning in this game, but like I said, taking that with a grain of salt. I'm gonna say we get at least 3 more mega reveals, maybe regional forms or convergent species, and then the 10-15 minute kind of gameplay overview thing they do a few weeks before the game releases. So I don't think that really counts as a trailer though. Are you 800 though, actually? Yes, he is. Awesome. I want to check a few of these last Omanyte real fast. Double check and make sure I just didn't miss anything. Oh yes, the Alpha Houndoom. Very much so. But also, I had a thought the other day, just Alpha Noivern and Alpha Noibat. Give me my big boombox eared boy, huge, please. I might have to do a no-no. It's a personal no-no. I try not to repeat Pokemon when I play Pokemon games. Unless it has like multiple forms or is a split evolution or something. I might have to reuse 1 or 2 Pokemon in Legend ZA. I've done fairly good about not repeating up until now. Like my first repeat Pokemon was Rowlet in Legends Arceus, but it had the new the Hisuian Decidueye evolution, so it doesn't really count. But I do like that they're keeping alphas as like mini bosses. I'll be curious to see which ones are consistently there, and like the Kricketune, the Staravia, the Snorlax, the Rapidash. Hi, Bob. But also, I'll have to hunt a shiny Alpha Pumpkaboo or Gorgeist for my friend because it's one of her favorite Pokemon. And I think she would like having one that is super big. It's been pretty good. It's been a bit cooler this morning. I gave Stella a bath before I went and cleaned, and then when I finished, I came home and got a bath. It's very unlikely Kricketot and Kricketune will be in this game. I don't think Kricketot and Kricketune were in X and Y to begin with, at least not till like you could get to the National Dex. No, actually, I do hope that Ladian and Nuttybutt are back in these. Which is, I'm very tired of whoop. Like, oh god. That was a lot of fun when Legends ZA came out and they did the whoop on the screen, and every single person who was playing that did it in a voice. Like people getting Weird Ear as their mount and then immediately like jumping off a cliffside because they think they won't take damage, and they do. I never was able to find that compilation again, dang it. There's a compilation out there somewhere from Legends Arceus where it's Poketubers getting Weird Ear and immediately running off the nearest cliffside and like, I'm not gonna get hurt, I'm on the mount now. They take fall damage. Oh my god, yes. Give us a Megalodon. I love giant versions of things. Sharpedo has a Mega, so he has a good chance of showing up, because so far it looks like they're doing a fairly even mix of the X and Y Megas, but also the Oris Megas. But Alpha Sharpedo would be really cool. So I have a feeling, given enough time, we're gonna have Alpha everything that isn't a mythical or a legendary, so... Yeah, that's what me and my friend group kind of try to do. Me and Mama Blue especially. She'll be like, hey, which game did you get? Because she tends to get hers around Christmas, and I get mine on release because I start saving the year when they're announced. It'll be like, oh, I got this one, so you get this one, even though usually by then I've completed everything in my copy of the game because other friends have the version exclusives. And also, the trade codes and stuff really help too. The Austin John and the others set up for trading. They could. It would make sense to maybe have at least Battlebond Greninja in there. Or if maybe just turn him into a proper Mega at this point. Because otherwise you would want to do Battle Bonds for Chesnaught and Delphox. I kept wanting to call it Finnegan, but that wasn't right. Actually, that'd be a neat thing to do to separate the starters. To make them their own kind of special thing would be give them Battle Bond forms instead of Megas. That could be fun. Of course, the Battle Bond was included because it was a gimmick in the anime, and on occasion they have to include anime stuff in the games. They couldn't give the special boy a single standalone Mega for that one. They had to give him something special. Need to rewatch some of the X and Y episodes, at least the Pokemon League, because those are always really nicely animated. Xerneas, Xernes, I think? That's probably not 100% right, but that's the closest I can get it without looking it up. But yeah, me and a friend always used to do that. We'd decide before. With, I think the last one we actually really sat down and talked about, you know, choosing was probably X and Y. Because I liked Xerneas and she liked Yveltal. And then after that, it was just kind of, we've been fairly even on which legendaries, we liked the past few ones. Like, when it came to Sun and Moon, I got my game before she did, and I decided I liked Lunala more than Solgaleo at that point, so she got Sun. Then with, Sword and Shield, we were neutral on each. I was neutral on each, but she decided she liked Zacian more than Zamazenta, so I got Shield. Then with Scarlet and Violet, by the time they came out, Coridon had grown enough on me that I ended up getting Scarlet. Well, they gotta make them a challenge. And also, they'll kind of scale up with you. They're not gonna give you one in the beginning that's just gonna pound you into the dirt. So at least the first couple of them should be fairly okay. Also, I imagine it depends on the Pokemon as well, because some Mega Pokemon are going to be easier to defeat than others. Go eat dinner, Bob. It'll depend on your team and stuff a lot as well. And on exactly how much they want you to use Mega Evolutions. Because I'm not a big gimmick user, I've mentioned it before. So there's no guarantee I'm gonna go into a battle with a Mega Pokemon and be like, oh, I need to send out my own Mega. It's like, oh, how many levels, how over leveled am I for this battle? And can my Pokemon one-hit KO this? I'm going to assume, though, that the Rogue Megas will be how we, in turn, get Mega Stones. Other than probably ones for, like, starters and stuff. So they will be a thing you're probably going to end up having to do. I'm also thinking that the Syndicate people act kind of as your main area boss. So I'm figuring that, like, we start off in area 1 and then we level up so much in the A to Z tournament, and then we fight like the first Syndicate boss, the Rust dude maybe. There's no telling if he's actually the first one. And then after we beat him, we gain access to another section of the city. Do so many more battles. Fight a second Syndicate boss. Gain access to a third part of the city. Because if you look at the map in the trailer, it looks like it's divided up into 4 or 5 different sections with different colors. Actually, is the map they gave us just a picture of that way? There's a blue section, a red section, a kind of a whitish section, yellow and green. So I'm gonna bet the city split up some way. Dang it. It could be. But I also feel like the Syndicate could just as easily be there to throw us off the scent of the true villain. We're just gonna have to wait and see, though. But it also would make sense if they cut up the city into 5 sections, because they cut up Legends, the areas in Legends Arceus into 5 different sections, along with your base. Of course, this is also all speculation at this point in time. We won't know anything until they either tell us or we have the game in hand. Well, we won't know anything until about a week before when it all leaks online and we get information that way. I am curious to see if what exactly the quests for Mabel will look like. How closely they will resemble the list of things you would get to do in the Pokédex for like leveling up your stuff and getting shiny odd increases and whatnot. If it'll be the same thing as, oh, well, here, go through and complete a bunch of these and come back and give them to me and you'll earn points and you can spend points, or... Because I know there's going to be little side quests and stuff for, like, characters and whatnot. Might need to rewatch the trailer and the overview. Because I know they give us a shot of the item list we can get with points or something from Mabel, but I don't know if they ever show us, like, the menu, the Pokédex itself. There's a screenshot that shows, I don't know if it's a Pokédex or if it's a box. It's probably a box. I have to go and double check, though. Well, they gave us just enough in that trailer to start crafting a bunch of fun theories and stuff. Boy, ain't you tired of being blue? So the new gameplay and battle style and stuff is going to be fun to get used to. Especially trying to remember which attack and everything is connected to which button. I might have to try and Dinosaur Team Legends Arceus. Legends ZA. If they give me enough Pokemon for it. Because between Meganium and then Auroras and Tyrantrum, there's 3 dinosaurs. If they give us Sharpedo in-game and we can get a Alpha Sharpedo, there is a Megalodon, which are just giant sharks. Tyranitar's in game. Now that's too many rock types. Just have to wait and see. Hi, James. How have you been? I don't remember which James you are exactly, but I've had like 3 different James and a Jeremy, and I think we had a Jeffrey here as well. We've had a lot of J name people. I've been pretty good. You are the one in Britain? London? You my Stardew Valley boy? The one who got Stardew for Christmas and married Alex? Yes, alright. I do have the right person in my head then. Awesome. It pleases me very much when I'm able to correctly remember someone who hasn't joined stream in a while. Are you enjoying summer vacation? I think you guys are on summer vacation right now. You guys start school in September? I think? Because I know we start in August. Oh, nice! Very cool. I have never left the US, so being able to go to just another country for a summer vacation seems like a lot of fun. I'm getting my butt kicked by this shiny hunt. So are you excited for the new Pokemon game? Come on. The sudden desire to buy like 100 different Omanyte plush just so I can throw them like across the yard. Nice. I always pre-order a bit closer to release. Are you getting the digital download, or are you pre-ordering a physical copy? Oh my god. Best Buy, I think, has a mat, like the card mats you can get and stuff, but most people get them and use them for like computer mats and whatnot for their keyboard and mice. They have one for Legend ZA and it is so bad. It is literally just the map of the city, and then it's like Eternal Flower, Zygarde, and then I think on the other side are the starters. Guys, why didn't you make the mat itself the map? Just the Lumio City map in its entirety. If I lived closer to a store where I could drive and get a physical copy of Pokemon games, I would, but I do not. But yeah, I'll end up pre-ordering mine about the beginning of October. No, that's fair. If I weren't so close to finishing my shiny decks, I would probably play more games. But after Legend ZA releases, I plan on sprinkling in more other games into my gameplay, cutting back on Pokemon just a little bit. It comes out October 16th. So about a month earlier than usual. Have you watched the new trailer? They released one Tuesday. I was about to say last Tuesday, but this is still the same week. Also, apparently the DJ Pikachu music is okay to listen to on stream, so I'll have to remember that for one day next week. Yes, you will. We get a new Mega Pokemon in it. Also get a good look at the character customization and stuff. A bit more for the females than the males, but I'm hoping that with one of the other trailers we'll get a closer look at male customization. It looks like they've thrown a little bit of new stuff in, so maybe when they do the big overview before release, they'll show us a bit more. Yeah, having new Mega Evolutions will be fun. Ooh, my toes are wanting to cramp. But it's looking like it's turning out to be a fun game. Wait. My toes are itching. Yes, I have a friend who is very happy Mega Evolution is back, because one of her complaints about X and Y is that she couldn't do multiple save files, so she could use all the Mega Evolutions. So now she can have as many save files as she wants for using Mega Evolutions in Legend CA. I like it, it's cute. Plus it's Dragonite. I wasn't expecting anything that would make Dragonite look like badass as a Mega, because Dragonite itself is just derpy. Need to quit itching my toes. Quit that. The time of year we have chiggers. They're itty bitty bugs that if you walk through them and get them on you, they bite you. And I've apparently walked through them somewhere, so I'm suffering from bites. It's like, I have to put some ointment on my foot. I'm an adult, I have more self-control than that. But dang, it itches. These aren't really exotic. These just come out at a certain point in summer, and you know, I guess when they breed or whatever, they live on basically they just live in weeds. Dad looked at me and goes, "Have you been walking through weeds on your walk with your dog?" It's like, a little bit. Down by the property line. He goes, "That's probably what did it." I don't usually get them. Like, this is the first time in a long time I've been bothered with them. If anything, usually I get eaten up by mosquitoes. Oh, you were so lucky. But I can live with it. I'll be itchy for a few days and then be better. You're so lucky for not having mosquitoes. Actually, usually if we deal with anything indoor pests during the summer, it's fleas from the animals. Usually just Stella, and she never really gets them that bad herself, honestly. And poor baby's had real bad dry skin this summer, though. She got a bath this morning and was angry. She was so mad. That was always fun. Of course, we got our schedule the first day of school. Usually if it was anything, it was find out your homeroom teacher so they can give you your schedule. So I want to say in middle school, I think in middle school we actually they actually had us go to separate tables by grade, and you could walk up and give them your name, and they'd give you your schedule. Then high school, it was the first 20-30 minutes of the first day was homeroom. Because you had the same homeroom teacher the entirety of your 4 years in high school. Yeah, we probably have those now too. But we didn't have them when I was in high school. Touchscreens had just started being a thing then. Well, around then. I think the first iPod came out around the time I started high school. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry, but having it called form there makes it sound like your teachers are gonna morph into a second stage eventually. Oh, now all I can think of is the Doctor Who episode. What is it? The 10th Doctor, where they meet Sarah Jane, and all the teachers are like sleeping in the teacher's lounge because they're monsters. What were they in those? Bats? No. Yes? They were something. I just remember all the teachers being like wadded together in the teacher's lounge asleep. They were like using the kids to write code or something. Need to rewatch some seasons of Doctor Who. I might poke Mama about that later. Years since I watched it. I think we have it on one of our streaming services. But are you looking forward to starting your new year? I know I always kind of was by the end of summer break. Okay, yeah, go have Mexican food. Enjoy your dinner. I will talk to you later, hopefully. Bye. almost blue, yes? Every once in a while they flicker by and they look purple. Yes. Random check of several of them. No, there's still hope for today. Don't dump her in the floor. Stubborn thing. Stubborn little mollusk. So I need to check and make sure my boss never sent me another text. Alright, she did not. I know she was typing at some point. I'm gonna get up in just a minute and get some of that ointment to put on my itchy feet. I got a bite right like between my toes and it is driving me crazy because my toes rub together. Turn into Ebenezer Scrooge by the time this hunt is over. Can't make fun of them like I could the Galarian mask. Their cries are less easily mimicable. Poke Mama with that idea here in a minute. Watching Doctor Who, I mean. Alright, I'm gonna go get some more of that ointment for my itchy spots. I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, right, much better. Dad's girlfriend, who ended up with a bad case of chigger bites before me. Got this ointment called Afterbite that helps with the itch and stuff. Come on, guys. I need a grape, not a blueberry. Go back to Spiritomb terms. Though in this case, it's the opposite. Because with Spiritomb, I wanted a blueberry and not a grape. Have 120 chances, which are decent chances. Like a 3% chance every stream to get a shiny. It's not the best chance, but it's not the worst either. Had a good chuckle the other day. I was watching one of the John Stone videos and he was talking about pre-order bonuses when they actually used to give you like really super neat stuff. And some of the stuff's not bad now. I can remember like I'm having a moment. Which is you getting neat nifty little things. I think one of the not X and Y, the Diamond and Pearl pre-order bonuses were like special styluses and stuff. I know X and Y was a poster. I don't think we got anything for Black and White that I can remember off the top of my head, but Black and White 2 we got like a little magazine and stuff. Now a bunch of pre-order bonuses are downloadable stuff, which is understandable, but it's also kind of like, not me being salty over the trench coats for Legend CA. Just a little bit. My poor little Turtwig. I have a Turtwig stylus that I got. There's a little band somewhere that loops through this hole and you could like keep it around your wrist. But I got him when I got my used copy of Diamond. Because a friend lent me her DS so I could play it. Then we went over to Walmart and stuff and found these there and had to get one. I got Turtwig and Mama Blueberry got Chimchar. I wonder if she still has hers. I got bored one day and decorated the Pokeball with stickers. Whoop! He doesn't get a lot of use now. Kind of ended up in one of those situations where I just used my fingers for the touchscreen on the DS more than anything else. Actually, I want to ask her that real fast. Yes, of all the interruptions for stream. Alright. Question sent. I think the strap for that is in one of the boxes under my bed. Because I'd been using it for a digital camera. But the battery in the digital camera, like, died so completely it wouldn't charge. I need to reclaim that. Cat and his girlfriend are going dancing this evening. So it's like, is leftover burgers okay with you? And I was like, I'm a grown woman. I will cook my own meals if I don't want burgers. Which I more than likely will just do a burger. Might do me a couple pieces of bacon or something to go with it. Had a laugh. My dad's girlfriend's daughter, my stepsister, my would-be stepsister if they'd actually get married, asked for a cake recipe the other night, and I sent it to her. And she's like, what do I need for this? How big a thing? It's just a little container. We'll give you exactly what you need. You don't have to use the bundt pan for this cake. If you use any other cake pan, just follow the instructions on the box for that pan. Every time I see one of these and it looks purple to me, I gotta check. I know it's blue, but those split second ones, the ones where I hit A before I can really see it, always look purple. So funny story, I've probably mentioned the feud going on between our two neighbors, their church next door, and then the neighbors on the other side of the church over the property line for lawn mowing. And so the church dude called out property guys to come mark the lines for him. And they marked it on our side. And Dad, like, he apologized to me the other day. He said he told them he wanted the other side done, and they did our side. And it's like, we don't care. We don't have a property dispute with these people. They let us pretend our property ends at the drainage. It's not really a ditch, but it's kind of, I call it the creek whenever it rains because it looks like a little creek. At the creek, when it really ends like 2 or 3 feet before that. And plus we have an original marker from like the first time the property lines were drawn. I think for a fence. Dad said there used to be a fence down there. Oh, almost done with this batch. Oh, I was done with that batch. I was one behind. Alright, last batch of revivals for today. Alright. Maybe I'll get lucky with this batch. What are they bringing? Oh. Oh, I wonder if, we're getting that flooring. Dad's talking to someone about someone bringing something, and the only thing I could think of anyone bringing is my uncle had a house renovated, and there was still some really good flooring in it, and Dad wanted the flooring. I might have to get up and be nosy in a minute. He said it was really nice redwood flooring. He was kind of wanting it, I think, to do the living room and stuff in. Because right now we just got kind of a coarse carpet to help keep the plywood underneath from being cold in like winter and stuff. Do another. And another and another. I have to get up in a minute and go be nosy. To check if I had my speed on full. Options. There we go. Yes, it is on fast. I thought it was. I'm gonna be nosy. I'm gonna be back in a moment. Wait, let's check this one first. curiosity satisfied. It was not what I thought it was. It's a table made out of one of those like big old wire spools. Aww. I have no idea if that will actually go through. She does not still have hers. She had a fire at her house. My friend who had the chimchar stylus, she says thinks the fire got it. Yes, another fossil. $98 more today, and then 300 Monday, unless I get lucky. I was not lucky. I am definitely earning this shiny Omanyte. So many fossils. I've been hoping this hunt would be quick. My luck with trading for shinies has not stuck around for reviving one. Eventually. I know this is possible. I've seen other people do it. Corner of my eye itched. I hate it when that happens. It's almost 2 when the air conditioner hasn't kicked off. It really has been cooler out today. Nope. Another dud. Is it a success though? No, it is not. God, could you imagine how much havoc one well-intentioned scientist with a fossil reviver could wreak? There'd be so much havoc. Revive 5,000 helix fossils and dump them in the ocean and watch the the food chain shift. You think of that episode of Pokemon from the Orange Islands, where like the island they were on was literally made up of Kabuto, who had been asleep for like 5,000 years. So when they woke up under like a red moon or something to move, the island just disappeared. Some of the Orange Islands episodes were wild. Did a good opening theme though. The first handful of Pokemon openings were bangers. Excuse me. Please, I wanna hunt something else. Please, I'm ready to hunt. I'm ready to hunt for a one in sword to evolve into an Amistar, because I sure wouldn't be trying to. Actually, no, I could evolve it in this game. I think it's a level 40 evolution. Why are you guys at level 44? Like, legit, all of these Omanyte are at level 44. I think they evolve at level 40. Blue little Billy monster. For like a PM7 during his Gen 2 hunt, when he was trying to get a shiny Togepi, and every time he didn't, he would kick the Togepi plush. I do not have an Omanyte plush to kick, and if I did, I probably wouldn't. I really shouldn't complain though, because I'm not even over odds yet. And it is fair that at least one of these hunts ends up at like odds. Meaning the like trade hunts, the revival hunts, and so on, because my chain hunting was a fairly even mixture of hitting odds, passing odds, and getting them early. I think Spearow was my worst one for that one. I think I ended up at like... Actually, no, it was Cubone. I had such a big Cubone chain, it stopped counting. I hit 999 with Cubone. That second Cubone took forever. So Cubone did actually beat out Spearow, but Spearow was my second longest, I think. I gave up on getting that one and actually bred for it in Brilliant Diamond. Because I was convinced I was missing shinies because I refused to fly, to go up in the air to keep an eye out for one. So I should hit full odds for this Tuesday. A little bit into stream because I can't remember exactly the exact number for odds. I know it's 1 in 4,300 and something. I just don't remember what the something is. But I'm hoping if I don't get this guy today, I might get him Monday. Yes, Dr. Fossil, I have many a fossil for you. That is not his actual name, but that's what I've started calling him in my head because I've been here for 2 weeks. Actually, I'm almost to the 3-week point, I think. Well, depending on how you count your weeks. Yeah, I'm almost to 3 work weeks. I'm to 2 actual weeks. If I don't have this thing by next Saturday, I might have to reconsider what I'm doing. My dad's girlfriend's taking a nap and it's such a mood. Yes, a nap sounds fantastic. I woke up at 6:30 this morning and went to bed at 1 o'clock last night. Excuse me. Almost halfway through this batch of 100. I'll check that message in a moment. Who was it? His mama. Said, in reference to her losing her chimchar thing. Stylist, and bless her, she's still finding out stuff she lost in that fire. It wasn't a big one, thankfully, but it did get one room of their house. How much are you learning by reviving a fossil then giving it to me? I imagine he's doing some sort of scan or something before I get the Omanyte, but I'm curious. Am I just helping you perfect reviving Pokemon? Could be. You are a one-man Jurassic Park, sir. You know, he might be worse than John Hammond. He's reviving a ancient fossil monster and giving it to a 10-year-old. At least John Hammond kept his stuff mostly contained to a pair of islands. Of course, to be fair, the Omanyte haven't eaten anybody yet that we know of. Now I need a Jurassic Park game with the Pokemon mod. That'd be kind of funny, actually. And I know there was a Pokemon mod for Ark Survival Evolved at one point in time. I don't know if it ever got finished, if they did all the Pokemon or what, but I know it was a thing at one point in time. Should look that up, actually. About to make a joke about there being a Pokemon mod for Power World, but let's not cross Pokemon in Power World any more than they've already crossed. Of course, Animo looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun when it finally releases. Very unique twist on the monster capture game. Genre, there we go. Let's say style, but that's not correct. Genre was the word I was looking for. And also it's just very pretty. Whew. Don't do it, dude, it's a scam. I was watching one of his little drama shorts, and a chick just asked a dude to pick up 10 $500 gift cards. I'm assuming for gifts for like company workers. Every time I hear people talking about gift cards and numbers like that, I think of the Kubota videos and oh, who are the other ones? That do the, I can't remember their name at the moment, but just the people who do the scammer payback videos and stuff. And then pretending to go get $1,000 worth of like Google cards and stuff. Those videos are funny. Every once in a while, that little pause when it's giving me the Omanyte makes me think my thing is frozen. Not the game itself so much as just my screen having a hiccup like it likes to sometimes. Yes, I know, you've got to nod your head 4 times before I can get my Pokemon. Yes, I have another fossil for you. I have 31 more fossils for you. It took me a moment there. I wanted to say 21, but I knew that wasn't right. Quit that. Scratching them just makes them itch more, even though it does feel good in the moment. Took a swig of Coke while I was in the kitchen. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I gotta do raids this evening. Gotta do my share of the Chinwoo? The ruinous treasure raids. Jesus. Should probably take a nap before I go to do that, actually. This is the way my brain is wanting to function. Gotta chip in my part. Wonder how many raids have been done already. There's probably another way to look that up unless they got a tracker or something on the Pokemon website. I know they did for the GTS trades. When they were wanting to get to like 1 million GTS trades or something for the fancy Vivillon form. I can remember being able to get on one of the Pokemon websites and like keep track of that. Here you go, Professor Fossil. Oh wait, Dr. Fossil. I apologize. Let me check my count real fast. I feel like I'm one off. I'm 4 off. Don't know how that happened. Oops. Yes, all the fossils for you. You must be really frustrating to work with. Does it take you 4 head shakes to hand your fellow scientists stuff? You gotta bring one dude a book. Here's your book. You gotta nod your head 3 or 4 times and then hand him the book. Dude, you deserve a roller chair. I've been keeping this poor man from his family for 14 days. I kind of want to know how many of this character in this building. Like, I know there's at least 3. There's the 2 in here, and then like the 1 at the reception desk. But I don't remember if there's any more of these guys in like the other 2 rooms. I'm giving. Give it just a second. Never mind, there's 2 more of him in this room. And a hiker. How many of there are you, dude? Stand in a different position for a few transactions. Watch him hand me nothing and bob his head. Love that they have him as kind of a hand gesturer. Generally, when I'm not got anything in my hand, I am a hand talker as well. At least a little bit. Gotta get that point across by, you know, shaking your finger in people's faces or whatever. Alright, 9 to go for today. I thought it might be kind of amusing to watch this from a different angle. It's really not. The same thing as always, except from a different angle. And if you guys really needed to make this stretch for a moment, you could have done the physical transaction of him handing me a Pokeball and me taking it from him. Just jamming it in my pocket. I'm assuming that's where their Pokeballs are, because you never see the Pokeball belts on the trainers, on your own trainer. Like, you can see the Pokeball belt Claval wears in Scarlet and Violet, and then in Sword and Shield, the gym leaders have the things on each of their legs that hold 3 Pokeballs each. I'm gonna assume those things rotate, actually. Not getting this today, unless it is an extremely last minute shiny. But that's okay. I said it yesterday, I have a feeling that I'm gonna go over odds for this. If I don't go over odds, I will come extremely close to odds. Thank you for my 3,999 Omanyte. Should be one more, unless I have miscounted, which is always possible. Alright, that is all of those for today. I sadly did not get the shiny. I'll be going to 4300 Monday. I do not stream on Sundays, plus I work tomorrow, so I will see you guys on Monday, hopefully, where I'll be doing another 300 of these. Good lord, I cannot talk today. Thank you all for coming and joining me. I appreciate it as always. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.